come on, work magic for. There we go. As always, the overlay is not keeping up with my pace of things, and we are not mutated today. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Rose. If you've not been here before, I am the crazy ADHD lady who does a little bit of everything. And today we have suspicious intentions to talk to and learn some history from and have a good time with. And I will let Kathrine introduce himself.
Hello. So I am the CEO of Suspicious Intentions. You can call me Kathrine. You can call me Charlotte. You can call me Natty. Honestly, call me whatever you want because I've probably heard it before. My name has been non-standard for a very long time. I have quite a few alts.
I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started. Throw us right in. How was the name Suspicious Intentions thought of, and where did that kind of originate?
So it was a bit of a weird one, and it was basically done as a throwaway because it was made as the Rookie Corp of Suspect Squadron, and we wanted something that would kind of vibe with that. So it needed to be kind of suspicious is kind of like that, and that's kind of where it came from. And not a lot more thought was put into it because at the time we didn't think anyone would end up joining this corp other than a couple alts.
That is absolutely awesome, and I love it. It is a unique way to come up with a name and then go turn around years later and have it go, holy shit. Okay. So, with kind of a really unique way of coming up with a name, can you tell me how or kind of where Suspicious Intentions started and some of the history of the Corp?
Okay, so the Corp itself started when Suspect Squadron wanted a Rookie Corp. So we made this corp so that we could separate the people that could qualify and get into nullsec. At the time, we had a 5 million SP requirement from all of the day one rookies who were approaching us wanting to join, but if we sent them to null, they'd just die. So that was the original way we got the corp going. And then later on, we kind of merged into it. So the original corp, Suspect Squadron, which we consider our history, it's been one group since the start. I actually don't know much about how it got started because the previous CEO did all that. So I joined quite a lot later, and by that time the corp had a Titan and everything. So I missed the kind of formative year or so where they were bouncing around and trying to get into nullsec, and joined when they were already part of Winterco.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. So you guys got your start in this area after becoming kind of a high-sec branch. What happened after that?
Yeah, so the high-sec branch was a thing, and for a while it worked exactly as expected. I was director of Suspect Squadron at the time, and I had the corp management skill trained. So my alt went to be the CEO of the Rookie Corp because someone had to do it, and our current CEO was busy. So then, when burnout hit, we both kind of burnt out at the same time, and everything was winding down. So they made the unique decision to basically fold the corp. So Suspect Squadron basically ceased to exist. Most of our members went different ways. And the few that remained folded into the Rookie Corp, and we all came together and we were like, well, this is what's left. We'll stay together as long as we can. Then a couple of weeks later, Isa came back, and all of our members did too. But Blob was like, we don't really fancy dealing with a bunch of split corps. It's a lot easier if you just stay in one. So we all just stayed in what used to be the Rookie Corp and was now the main corp. And the original one was just kind of there too.
That's kind of cool. So you guys, and burnout is definitely a real thing. That's usually when and people in chat may have seen, this is where I usually tell people, hey, maybe reach out to Broadcast for Reps. This is probably, sounds like it's pre-Broadcast for Reps, but nowadays it's a really good resource. So it sounds like burnout hit quite a few people. You all got everybody back in the Rookie Corp and went through and ended up just having the Rookie Corp be the main instead of the kind of an alt corp.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for a while, it had been that there was less distinction between them, and the thing that really made main or rookie was just how long you'd been with us. So it was actually quite a nice opportunity to squash everything back together and unify a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it did give us a bit of a weird founding because a bunch of the dates are wrong. People were jumping between them for a while.
That is really funny. So, just so we can set a timeline, do you happen to know the date about that when this happened?
The date. I do not know the exact. Ooh, I can get you the year. Just a minute.
Oh, you're good.
So this would have been probably 2023 that this happened.
Okay.
Yeah, we're quite a new corp. Even Suspect Squadron. I don't actually. I can look at when that was founded. Just a minute.
Oh, you're good.
Suspect Squadron.
I usually just like to set a timeline, or at least hey, this is the year of start, just so when people go back and listen, because there are at this point 15 episodes, you can go back and listen and piece the times together and go, this group was doing this, well, this group was doing this, and slot and start building the bigger picture of the puzzle.
Looks like the original Corp, so Suspect Squadron, was made 2020. So
wow.
Just as everything was becoming everything.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys with the split, so that merge kind of was 2023. Were you guys in a big group, or was it just you guys were by yourselves trying to get an LSAC?
Yeah, so we formed Blob at the time. GTC, if you know them, obviously not around anymore, but really, really nice guys. We joined them from Winterco just as they were forming. I think we were the third corp in. So it was really nice being with them at the start and the weird little bit in the middle where we weren't, but we were also with them at the end.
Okay, so you had the time of, you joined We Formed Blob at the beginning. There was a space and time where you guys weren't part of them, and then you were there at the end.
So we call that our vacation period, because what happened is that I decided I didn't want to do leadership things for a bit. I was burnt out and I was done. So I left the corp for a bit, and I was in one of the other corps in Blob having a little holiday. Whilst I was on holiday, the CEO decided that the corp should go on holiday. So they went to Shadow, and then when they realized they didn't like Shadow, just as I was rejoining the corp to see what was going on, they were like, okay, we're leaving Shadow, we're going to Initiative. And then we left Initiative and went back to Blob. So just as we'd finished all that and we were like, okay, guys, no more move ops. This is it. We've done far too many move ops. Blob kind of lost a war. So we went all the way to 1DQ. The arrival day was just as Jay did his thing, which was not a great thing for the one person that moved ahead of the fleet and was really satisfied about getting their pod in the Keep Star, just as it got ripped. And then, of course, obviously the move to new space. So we always joke that we've got move ops trained to level 5 because, I own a super carrier. I own a supercarrier, not because I need a supercarrier, but because I need a suitcase.
This makes sense. And hey, who doesn't like having a suitcase with them? That's always a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It saves so many jumps.
I love it. So you guys kind of bounced all over the place, went back to We Form Blob. We Form Blob got nuked, decimated, lost their
Yeah.
war, whatever you want to call it. And then, is that the point where you joined Goons? Because you mentioned 1DQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when Blob failed, it wasn't like a full-on rout. It was the fact that everyone was burnt out. It had been like 18 months of full-on war, and we'd never built up in the first place. So we didn't have like stashes of dreadstocks. We didn't have ISK from peacetime. We'd never even trained many people up. So most of the leadership was running off the Corp leadership of Volta, who were now trying to run an alliance of many thousands of people. And I'm sure you know just how hard administration is. So everyone was basically burned. So it was kind of like a staged retreat. And they were like, okay, we suggest going to Goons. Goons have been really nice. They've put a move op together for you if you want to go. If you don't, then you're welcome to go everywhere else. I mean, we don't suggest going to Fraternity because, they were the ones kicking us out. But I think there was a corp or two that did join Fraternity for some reason. So yeah, that's when we joined Goons, joined up, moved to 1DQ, and that was quite nice.
So, and then you've been in Goons ever since. Is this what it sounds like?
Indeed.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it. You guys are always really awesome every time that I see you guys in game. So, hey, hell yeah. So now that we kind of have a basis with a little bit of a timeline and knowing how you got to Goons, or rather, I will make the wider. You got to the Imperium, not just Goons. Why was the Imperium a good choice for Suspicious Intentions?
So at the time, it was basically the only logical choice, right? We had the move op right then and there. It's like if you go to Goons, not only do you get a nice Titan bridge, you get like full defense fleets. They had covers on the gates for us. Like Goons were incredibly welcoming and made themselves a very attractive offer for everyone leaving Blob. But other than that, like there weren't many other good options. Like we could have gone kind of north. We could have joined up with Frat. We were not exactly on good terms with Frat, having been at war with them for 18 months. We could have joined Horde, but Horde is Horde is Horde. There's the smaller groups. There was Shadow, but Shadow, we didn't get on with them when we were there on vacation. There was also Phoenix Coalition being born out of Blob. Could have gone there, but it didn't really suit our corp style. So the only other options were kind of like low sec, and I have some low sec experience, but no one else did, and it really didn't suit our corp. So Imperium was there making a very inviting offer, and we really had no reason to turn them down. They were the obvious choice, and we've been here quite a while now, and they've proved us right. Goons have been very welcoming.
Oh, absolutely. And it's really awesome to hear that it was, hey, you guys have an opportunity to do this and to have a safe landing spot, which is really important for just honestly keeping the game healthy and keeping people in the game. Is going, okay, here, yeah, we lost and we are reforming under a different thing, but here's an offer for a home, and
Exactly.
that's absolutely fantastic. So we've gotten to how you joined the Imperium and kind of why, but I guess it's time to kind of look at the current, look at the now, as we would call it. Can you tell me some of the awesome stuff that Suspicious Intentions does for its members? And I always ask, and this is the the burning question everybody's probably wondering: are you guys recruiting?
So we are recruiting. We are always recruiting. If you are interested, join us on our Discord. The link is in corp information in game, or just like bug me. That's totally fine. Everyone else pings me, so what's one more to the pile?
This is true.
But cool stuff. Yeah, cool stuff we do. We have Corp SRP, which is like us and 90% of every other nullsec corp. So that's always nice. A lot of our PvPers seem to enjoy getting involved with that, and they enjoy poking me to process it. For more like unique things, we have. Lovely. My corp is now pinging me because apparently I said to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens.
So, for more unique things, we have the Industrial Consortium. So, this started as something I was trying to do based off something Winterco actually did. There was a guy called Mindframe who ran a massive industrial consortium. It was like 2 trillion of assets. He basically stocked the entire Winterco market. And we were like, hey, that's cool. I wonder if we could do a smaller scale version. Turns out you really can't do a smaller scale version, it just does not work. But it recently relaunched, and a couple of our corp officers are running it, and they're building discount caps. We can beat the prices of Kunmi and everyone because we've got our own CEZ. So down in Whitac F, it's only us and a friendly corp called Rage, which helped us with some of the setup costs, which means we basically have minimal taxes and we can basically beat everyone on price. So our members have been picking up cheap caps. Rage have been picking up cheap caps. Medusa Cascade, the FC, they've been picking up cheap caps because they're a friend of the corp. Everyone's loving the cheap caps.
Yeah, I know who rages very well. I do occasionally do stupid things.
I saw they were on here a while ago.
Yep, they're good friends of mine. We occasionally shoot the shit for what we can say. But Amethyst is in here going, our ships are suspiciously affordable. And I love it.
Yeah, so Amethyst in chat, they are one of the people that runs our consortium. They've been doing an amazing job, better than I did when I ran it. So, hands out for them because they're doing really well. So the CEZ, we've got a bunch of stuff. It's still growing. People keep asking for more stuff, and we keep putting it in. And we also have this thing we call microwave, which is high-sec mining. And that's a weird selling point for a nullsec corp, but we do a lot of it, and we're starting to nudge the MER because we're doing so much of it. So, if you feel like going AFK for 8 hours, then we have a corp sig for you.
As somebody who likes to go AFK for 8 hours, well, not 8 hours.
Well,
but,
we are recruiting, Rose.
Yeah, I am happy where I am at. If that changes, though, but no, I'm quite happy with
check us out
with the friends that I have. But I will be happy to hang out. And guys, if you're interested, I would definitely look into these guys. They're really cool. They have a lot of good knowledge, and they're really, really nice too. Like every time that I run into one of your people, they're so nice, and it's like, oh my gosh, the niceness! I love it.
I mean, we do try to be nice. There's no reason being mean. And for a long time, we've had a lot of friends of the corp on our Discord. So, we have had friends of the corp, who are actively at war with us. Before now, I've been in fleet and been like, oh, the enemy FC. I used to fly with them. Hi, Top Keck. It's really fun. There's no reason to be mean to people just because you're on the other side of a space war.
Oh, exactly. It's the way that I see it is if we can all get along at FanFest, we're okay. Just take a break, and everybody's human. The best ship is friendship, and that's how the game should roll. So one of your people, I believe, Gemaitlin, is asking, is that your neutral Sino?
You see, I had pegged that to go into Section 5 accomplishments, because I consider it to be one.
All right. Well,
You're bringing it up too early.
Let's get there then. So they keep bringing it up, and I want to hear about it. So let's hear. So, are there any big accomplishments that Suspicious Intentions has that you can talk about in a public setting?
Okay, so fun fact, there's this quote that keeps getting thrown around my corp. So we were out mining in Rorquals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got dropped. I think it was Siege Green that dropped us.
Mhm.
So I pinged Beehive. I'm like, "Hi, Delve 911, come save me." Medusa came over and saved me, and that was that. And about half an hour later, I got dropped again. So I pinged Delve 9. Medusa was in comms with us at that point, and I was like, "Hey, Medusa, come save me!" And Medusa, like, there were a couple people around. They didn't need the ping. Medusa saved us. So Medusa was then just kind of sitting around in comms with us, and that was when the third drop happened. But we didn't realize at the time, because the first reaction to this was, "Hey, is that your neutral Sino?" that was lighting on our Rorquals. Then we realized what we'd said as the Blops jumped in. And
No.
what made this even funnier was that we were all incredibly calm about it. I was so calm that Medusa didn't believe me that there were Blops appearing until I pinged Delve 911 about it. And they were like, "Oh, wait, are you serious? You were so calm." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's only like 5 Blops. It's not going to kill me, but we do need some sort of response." So that one's gone down in a bit of infamy within our corp because, yeah, is that your neutral Sino? Probably not something you should be asking. It's more of a shoot first, ask questions later sort of scenario.
Oh my god, I love it. That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh my god. Hold on, we're getting dropped a third time. Is this yours? Just making sure. Like, oh god.
Yeah, that was a very fun day. I was especially happy to kill Siege Green because the first corp I was ever in, it was a little low sec corp, and Siege Green bullied us out of existence. So it was very nice to shoot them in the face and not give them a Rorqual kill.
Yeah, I mean, man, I love the fact that it was like, god damn it, this is doing it again. Is this yours? And then it was, okay, nope. And that is absolutely probably one of the best stories that I've heard. There have been quite a few good ones. I think that's that's really a good one. That was a classic. I think the wait, we got dropped the third time.
I mean, it certainly is in our corp. And as Amethyst Talon said, if any Diplos are listening, we definitely didn't start a corp level war against Siege Green. Any rumors to the contrary are pure lies and should not be taken seriously. Siege Green is a big alliance and they can take care of themselves.
You know,
I definitely didn't set my corp FCs on them.
I will refrain. I am very glad that the Diplo that is in my house is currently at work, so they cannot hear you say that. Or they can verify that you said that. In a sense.
I mean,
Yes,
if
you
a
did
big
not go to
alliance
war
starts
with them.
complaining a little old corp like us is bullying them, I consider that to be a job well done, because that is punching up and that is Eve.
That's very true. So
for other accomplishments, we are.
Yes.
Oh, go on, sorry.
Oh no, I was just about to ask what else has Suspicious Intentions done other than have some really great stories.
We also have great success at being the reason new rules get created. When we joined Blob, we were the reason that the formerly Otters and also Anime channel got split into an Otters and Pets channel and an Anime channel because, apparently they didn't expect us to bring so much anime with us.
Wait, where's I'm assuming this is on the Suspicious Intentions Discord.
No. So
No?
when when Blob was formed, it was a GTC Discord, so this
Mhm.
was Alliance level, but the Alliance was tiny at the time, so it was basically just a Volta Discord at that point. We came in, and Volta has a different community to us. So when we saw a channel that was like, "Hey, post all your anime stuff there," we did. And they were like, "Wait, this is too much anime. We've got to segregate it and quarantine it in another channel."
Oh my god!
We were much bigger at the time, and we were much more dedicated to the bit.
Okay, see, as I finished watching, oh god, it's My Life as a Shield Hero or something. Okay, I'm an anime nerd too.
Oh, Shield Hero, yeah, sure.
Yeah, Shield Hero. I watched Devil May Cry yesterday. Like, I am an anime nerd, fully and completely. So I don't see personally a problem with this. Do I think that it's fantastic that they were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you your own channel. Here you go." I think it's great.
We considered it quite a win. I think there was also a Goon Discord that also implemented an anime rule because of us, but those rumors are unsubstantiated, so I can't really claim the win. Like, I know the timings were sort of coincidental, but I have nothing linking it back to us.
See, Goon Discords. I do not know one. Gooniversity does not have an anime Discord.
Yeah, I thought it was Gooniversity
No.
pre everything that happened with Gooniversity had the rule,
Yes.
but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was actually us. It could have just been coincidence.
It might have. Oh, that rule, Amethyst. Yes. I remember this rule. I remember this rule. So yes, this tracks. This tracks. But good.
Yeah. We also managed to annoy Initiative. They had a channel for 10 out of 10 selling, and like 3 days after joining the Alliance, the head of Initiative was messaging us like, "Hi, can you stop your members using emojis in this channel, please?" Because somebody was complaining they didn't get the 10 out of 10, so they reacted with Slowpoke, the Pokemon, and apparently this was such an egregious uh, infraction that they went to the head of the Alliance with it because we were being mean. And I had to legitimately tell my members, "Okay, Alliance has come down from the top. Please stop using the slowpoke emoji." It's quite telling that most of our accomplishments are messing things up, but not everyone can be famous for doing things well.
I mean, it's okay. I know a group that was famous for the 10,000 spins in the game, and you get a skin or something, or you get something, and yeah, they were trying to joke last night. Hey, tell them to do it. Tell them to do it. They'll get a medal and a pacifier or something. I'm like, dude, you gotta get CCP back on your side for that, because the last time that they did it, the person bitched at CCP, and it became a meme. So no, you don't actually get
I
anything.
did see that. It's like, that is some level of dedication to spin 10,000 times.
Yeah, that is like I was joking. I was joking with them last night. Hey, say 30,000, and they get like an enforcer, a marshal, 60,000 for a marshal. Just again, as a meme, but don't actually do it. You won't get a medal. You won't get a marshal. You won't get an enforcer. You also, I don't know if that 10,000 one still works.
I mean,
I
at
will not be the one
60,000
trying it.
spins, you might as well just grind Project Discovery at that point.
Really? Yeah. No, this Project Discovery is really the good one.
Yeah, I had a friend in Losec years ago, and they ground it on 3 alts at a time. It was truly insane, but they made a lot of marshals.
Yeah, it is it's a way to do it. It works, and they also added a limit per day on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they needed 3 accounts, so they could just jump between them as they hit the limits.
This tracks. All right, so with all of everything, all of the accomplishments, all of the cool stuff you guys have with your corp economic zone. There we go. That says. Apparently there's memes about LSIs that I missed, but after answering all of the questions, is there anything left to kind of mention about suspicious intentions?
I don't think so. If you are particularly interested in drama, you can dig into the deep lore, but that will take hours, and we do not have that time today.
Not today, but I might do some of the digging. We'll see. We'll see how much time I have and how much my eyes can take of reading tiny text, because most of the things tend to be on tiny text websites, for lack of better words. But with that, Amethyst is saying, come hang out in our friends section. They like new friends, so if you are interested in suspicious intentions, come hang out with them. Come look into them. Come do the thing, and I will post. I do have a Discord link to their Discord that I will post.
We have even a proper auth thing for Imperium members, so you can get a blue standing and get access to the Alliance channels, in case you want to do that. It's really good for friends of the Corp, just people that want to chat.
Hell yeah, I absolutely love it. Count me in. But yeah, come hang out, come join these guys, and come fly and have some fun and do some really cool building and industry type stuff. I absolutely love the consortium. That is a unique thing, honestly. That is kind of the first thing that stands you guys out from other corps, I think. So I love it. I think it's great. And if you guys are interested, you can go to the Discord link in chat. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and let our guest go. Thank you for your time, Kathrine. Thank you for coming on, hanging out, and talking to me for a little bit. And having a good time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And feel free to hang around our Discord. You're already all set up.
Fantastic. So with that, I will go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it on an end screen. We're going to close it, and then I will pop it right back up after I get our guest talk to off screen for about a minute. But we will get everything back up, so you can feel free to hang out, talk to me, and just have a good time. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes, and just refresh your screen.